I'm too much.
So, what do you think? I was saying to Colton as I was putting all of this stuff up, I was like, this looks like Phyllis from The Office. Just bought a bunch of Christmas decor from Dollar Tree and just threw it up. And I'm sure that Angela would be like,
God help you.
I said I wanted a over-the-top, kitschy, gaudy Christmas. And I think that this is a fun start. Now that we are officially in the Christmas holiday season, you might be thinking that the creepy, the scariness is gone.
Wrong-o.
Think again, because there are several terrifying, scary, creepy characters that were forged from this season. And one of the main characters, you all know and love him. He's hairy, he's got chains, he's St. Nicholas's counterpart. It's Krampus. Yes, you all probably have heard of Krampus. He is a character of folklore from the eastern central alpine area. And he first started out as like a pagan symbol character, but he was taken on by Christianity and since then became St. Nicholas's counterpart. So while St. Nick is giving the children gifts, little pats on the head for being good, his old partner was there to hand out the whips, and he actually has like a switch with him and a bag to put children in to carry them to the underworld. But we're not gonna worry about that part. So they were like buddy cops, Krampus and St. Nicholas, as far as the Christianity version. And he is just celebrated all over, especially on December 5th. That is when, that is the day, Krampus Day. And like, there's like parades and like it's a whole thing. It's very cool. So I was thinking about Krampus and I was like, I want to celebrate this guy. And what better way than to derive him from an innocent little elf on the shelf. I was at Savers and I saw this guy just sitting there with his stupid little smirk. Instead of making him from complete scratch, let's make him out of an elf on the shelf, because this guy, he looks like he's innocent, but I think he's getting into shenanigans. What are elf on the shelves for? Aren't they also used to like teach your kids a lesson or something? Like, I have no idea. But anyway, we are going to strip him of his parts and cover him in black fur. I hope he turns out good, but we get one day. It's a one-day craft, so we gotta get going. And I think what we're gonna do first is cut off some of these clothes. Okay, so looking at this guy, says 2018 on his little hat, and I think this little string here is to hang him like an ornament or something. I have no idea. He is very cute. So the rest of him is pretty darn flimsy. Like, it is just like wire. He can be posed a little bit, but he is like, it's literally just wire. I'm gonna try to thicken him up a little bit. I don't want my Krampus to be this flimsy. I have some wire frame here that people do use for like sculptures. We can use that. And then I also brought tin foil up so that I could maybe wrap around the wire to thicken up his bones. But let's start with getting rid of these little accessories because we definitely aren't gonna need these. He looks so different without his hat. Oh my god. Do I want to just put the fur over him? Because he's literally just wire.
One eternity later.
So I think what we're going to do is just leave the clothes on because that's going to add some nice thickness. I bought this black fur from Michael's, so I think we're just going to do that and cover him with this black fur. And then I'm going to end up like trimming this because this is like way too long for him. Let's get the paint going for this guy. I'm thinking I'm gonna go like a gray blue route for his skin. And then he's gonna have red details. He's gonna have red little horns, a red tongue, and then maybe red hooves? Yeah, because the horns and the hooves matching would be good. So I think that this is the color that we're going to go with. I think it's gonna go well with red perfectly. We're gonna definitely be painting over the eyelashes, unfortunately. That's just what's gonna happen. He's having a spa day with the other elves, okay? Should I just paint the ears blue and then, yeah. Yep, we're doing it. We're just gonna paint the ears because then I can go in with a red or a pink or whatever and just paint the inside. You know what? I actually think I'm gonna do a darker blue for the inner ear. I think to match the cheeks because I'm gonna do a darker blue for the cheeks. So all we're gonna need is like a little drop and then we're gonna like water it out so that it spreads nicely. Okay, this brush, by the way, I know it's a disaster. I tried to get a better brush at frickin' Michael's, but they didn't sell. I was so annoyed. They only sold packs. I went there specifically to get a nice, like, fine brush, because these ones are cheap. The ones I have are cheap. And I don't have, like, a really, really fine one. I only have, like, ones for bigger paintings. And they only had packs. I didn't want to buy a pack. I wanted to buy just one brush. No! His cheeks and nose and ears and all that are looking nice and dry. So I think I'm gonna move on to the eyes now. We're gonna paint the whites of the eyes and then we're gonna go in with red. I don't think I'm gonna do an iris. I think I'm just gonna do a red color. And then we're gonna go in, which this part I'm so excited about, we're gonna go in and do some cute little curly Q scowling eyebrows. Should I just leave it at that? The time has come for the eyebrows. Whew, that looks amazing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Now, do I want to do like a little lash? Would that be freaking cute?
You stink!
Okay, that looks pretty dang awesome. Thank God. We're gonna let him dry, and then it's gonna be time to move on to the sculpey parts. That looks great. So cute. All right, let's gently take this off. I just wanted to emphasize that I am so glad I used Sculpey for this project. It was so easy molding all of these teeny tiny little parts for Krampus. Sculpey isn't super affordable. I find it a little pricey, but when you're just using it to sculpt tiny things like this, it's so much easier than paper clay. I'm also really glad that I just went ahead and decided to cut off his feet entirely. I was going to originally try to cover his feet with Sculpey, but instead I was like, let's just have it be clean and just cover his entire body with aluminum foil. And that made everything so easy. It gave his body the thickness and the sturdiness I was looking for. And I just added some wire to both of his legs so that I could get him to bend his knees and have him sit how I wanted. Yes, it looks like he's an astronaut, but maybe Krampus is from outer space. We don't know. Everything has been molded and created and sculpted, and it's ready to go in the oven. Let's do it. So little Krampus here is drying beautifully, but for some reason I totally forgot to do the hands. I don't know why. These things just slip.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
The little claws have been crafted and baked, and they are now ready to be glued onto the body. to add the fur. I'm delirious and tired, but it's time to add the fur. So this black fabric that I used for the project, I was so happy that Michaels even sold fur type fabric. That was amazing. So I didn't have to go anywhere else, but it was very long and it shed its fur everywhere. So the cleanup was awful, but it did the job well. And let me just tell you, it didn't really matter how bad I measured out each of his limbs and his chest piece and the groin piece. It all just kind of meshed together perfectly. And it wasn't super obvious that the different pieces may have been measured a little wonky. And for someone that is an amateur sewer, that's really nice. That's really nice to work with a fabric that is very forgiving. It just shed a lot, and the cleanup was a nightmare. But that's really it. I am absolutely exhausted, so I'm gonna finish this guy up and I will show you tomorrow morning the big reveal. I know that Krampus is supposed to be absolutely terrifying, a creature from your nightmares, but come on. He is so adorable. He far exceeded my expectations. Using the elf's face as like a base to create this guy helped tremendously. I'm not saying I doubt my sculpting skills, but I don't think he would have turned out as amazing. I think I would always recommend, if you want to make some kind of figurine to find a doll and take its parts and build off of them. But man, the little bells, can you hear them? I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun with me. To the people that are like, why on earth would you want a little demon devil guy in your house? And honestly, I hear you, but at the same time, I love folklore so much. I love stories from other cultures, especially ones that you know were definitely derived from scaring children into behaving themselves. I think so many creatures were created just for that purpose, to make sure that children behaved. And so I think that Krampus is so ridiculous and fun and eccentric. And the fact that he became St. Nicholas's like counterpart later on, I think that's really fun. So I hope you enjoyed, even if this is not your taste. And I hope that you are having a fantastic holiday, Christmas, whatever you are celebrating. Let me know in the comments if you are celebrating Krampusnacht. And to anyone that is like, it's pronounced Krampus, I have been dragged by my German followers that it's Krampus. So I try, if that's wrong even, I'm trying. But let me know in the comments if you are celebrating Krampusnacht, or if there's another winter character from folklore that you love and celebrate or are inspired by. Leave it in the comments. I would love to hear it. Feel free to give this video a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for growing this channel already, and I cannot wait to see where it goes next. So if you love creepy, fun crafts and holidays and just having really immature fun with some fart jokes in there, hit that subscribe button because it's a blast. Until next time, happy Krampusnacht, happy holidays, and stay warm and creepy and spooky.